Hey YouTube, it's your girl Javina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing, my busy bee? Staying busy, I hope. Keeping it sexy. We are always, always. And tonight, I wanted to try something I haven't tried in a long time, and I just want to play with y'all for a little while, you know? And I'm going to revisit my Makeup Revolution Jack Skellington Night Before Christmas palette while doing it. I figured I'd touch on some colors that I have not touched before and just create something bright and fun. I'm wearing like all different kinds of highlighters on my face right now. I was testing out some things just because I wanted to try them out. So I've got like 6 different highlighters on. What do you think? Never too much highlighter, right? So I'm going to put some powder under my eyes just to protect this look. And that will tone down a little of the highlighter. So don't ever worry. You know, when in doubt, powder out. And I'm just using a dry Hank and Henry sponge to do this because this is supposed to be a dry sponge, so it's much easier to do it dry. If you didn't know, because a lot of people didn't even read the instructions on the when they got them. They were just like, "Oh, it's a Hank and Henry sponge. Let's wet it." No, it says it's a dry sponge. The little one is a wet sponge. Okay, so let's do something dark and stormy and fun and fuzzy all at the same time. I just don't know what to exactly do with this palette. You know, I want to add some extra shimmer, definitely, because this palette is full of some really pretty colors. So let me show you if you guys don't remember what it looks like. He is a book. It is one of those book ones. It doesn't come with a mirror, so we can just show her off in all her glory. So you can see pretty much all the shimmers that I've touched on this side, and I figured I'd go on this side and touch a few, because I haven't touched any of it. You know, and it's always good to revisit a palette. It's always good. You don't know, did you buy it just for its aesthetic, or did you really buy it because you really wanted to dig into it? And that's really important to me. You know, makeup wasting is a problem. I have it. I'm addicted, you know. I'm going to start with a black. It's like, it looks black. It's called Hunterland. Hunterlands. And I'm going to darken up my corner. My first 1/3. Ooh, see, that's why I had to put on some powder, because I'm definitely not trying to ruin all that face. So instead of me going all the way out, I'm just tap, tap, tap it in. Mostly before I even attempt to try to blend it out. But yeah, I find it very important to revisit a palette every once in a while. And I went back at my collection and I was like, hey, I haven't touched you since I bought you in October. It's time to revisit you. Let me see if because the color books, I revisited those, but during the filming, I was so upset at the color book, the blue one, for not paying off the way it should have. It was so patchy that I just instantly just like, forget it. I'm not going to try the red one again. I'm just going to return your butt to the stove because it was just not worth it. You know, just for the aesthetic of just having it was not worth it to me, honestly. Okay, and without blending that out, I'm going to go into this deep burgundy one that's right above it called Sandy's Claw. Sandy's Claws. So I guess it's a play on of Santa Claus. And I'm going to stick that right next to that red, that black. It doesn't really look black anymore. It looks more like not an ash gray, but like, I don't know. It's a little deep, but not deep enough. To be a matte black. Not gonna lie. It's just a little, not too deep enough for me. If I was going for a matte black, but this looks good the way it is. Like, for the aesthetic or for the payoff of the pigment, the color is good. It's not consistent with this side looking all really smoky and beautiful and bright and colored. This one's a little bit more muted. And I didn't do anything different. That's just the way the eyeshadow crumbles on you sometimes. So I just build it up to get it to the opaqueness, opaqueness, I guess, the color payoff that I want. I'm trying to use big words. You know, words are hard. Words are hard. But I'm trying to use some big words, you know. Keep it real with you. Keep it 100. I'm going to use my color switch so I can keep using this brush because I like this brush. Got it from Ipsy. You know, it's a slim glow brush. You know how you can tell? They got them diamonds on it and always got a different bottom. They always got these 2 stones slim glow brushes. They're really nice. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go into is a kind of yellow. It's right above it called Toy Duck. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. Some reason this is just speaking to me. Right here is Santa Claus. What does it say? Hinterlands, Santa Claus, Toy Ducks, and the silver. They're all talking to me. They're all saying, yeah, that's going to be a good look. It's going to be like a sunrise type of look. Even all the way down to the bottom where it's Mommy's Boy. Like just this whole row. I'm thinking that's where we're going to stay at, is this whole row. Yeah, I think that would be great. So, before we do anything else, I'm going to go into the one below it, barrels, to blend out the top. So it's not so harsh of a line here. That's quite deep compared to what I thought it was going to look like, you know. It didn't look like it was going to be that rich of a color, but maybe it's a little leftover resilience from the brush. We will have to go back in and touch up, you know, because I'm about to blend this black into the red before we head over to the next color. We're going to blend them towards the inner corner of the eye. And don't be scared if it fades away, because that's what this is about. This is, you know, you got to blend to be seamless, but you want to also not blend it all away. So I'm just blending it so it can be seamless, and then I'm going to go back over it to, because see, this eye totally blended away compared to this eye. So I'm going to go back in it with this brush, touch it up big time, and then add the red. That is amazing how I just blended away like that. And then blend it towards the center. I've never done a sunrise, so I don't really know which way I want to go with the sunrise, but this is definitely what I wanted it to start out looking like, you know? So just in case there's a little residue on this brush, I'm not going to use it again. I'm going to grab a different brush and go into the Toy Duck. And put that right here, the first 1/3 of the eye. Ooh, she's pretty. And she's a shimmer. So not bad. She's a pretty, it makes it look kind of wet. Not really, you know, that wet look everybody's been trying to achieve lately. It does. It looks like wet glass. And that's not shabby at all. Okay. They are fighting over video games again. Lord. How Minecraft has tormented me this time of the year that we're stuck at home, because the boys cannot figure out, or they can, they just don't want to figure out the fact that computer systems and game systems and tablets are totally different equipment. So Minecraft's not going to work the same on all 3. You're not going to have the same world on all 3. You're going to have to make new worlds each time. And it's like, you know these things, man, but you want to fight about it every night. About it, you know? And I understand. Being 6 years old and 16 years old is kind of a long time in between. But that's the hand that they were dealt. And that was the hand that I was dealt. So they got no other excuse but to get along. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I like that. She's bright. She's bold. But we're definitely gonna, gonna melt those two together. So we're gonna touch that red again and kind of have to melt the two together by tapping right on that line. And then flipping over the brush so we don't use any more color from the red. So that's a little trick that I like to do. I'll use one color on one side and one color on the other side just to melt them together. Sometimes when you guys don't see me do looks on camera, I end up doing this. So I'm like, I better tell y'all that I actually do it. Even when I pause the camera, I kind of melt them together that way. That way you can say, oh, okay, now I see what she did. Now I can do that too, which is true. If I can do it, you can do it. So it's very simple. Just melting the colors together so they'll be seamless and making sure they're kind of even. Now for the bottom, which I prefer not removing my setting powder when I'm smoking out my bottom lash line because of my high cheekbones. And that's just my personal preference, as you guys have been learning about. Let me see here. I'm trying to find a chunky pencil, but I'm not going to be able to find one. No. Oh yeah, but this isn't gold, it's turquoise. Turquoise chunky isn't going to go... Oh, but we can use a royal green and a little bit of black, so let's use some liner first in the waterline. I hope y'all have been doing great, because, I'm just hanging in here. I'm hanging by my teeth, the ends of my skirt, everything, I'm here. I am here. Oh, I caught myself again doing the demonetizing mouth on YouTube's. Gotta catch myself. So I'm gonna go into that red again, Sandy Claus, and tap her butt, right, on that green. I'm not gonna really smoke it, but kind of tap it on that green and blend it up and out. So it comes up to the dark line. Hold on. Okay, so I had to check on them. They do, boys are the way boys are. So I'm gonna dust this away. And like I told you, it didn't disrupt the highlight at all. But I did. This highlight on the top. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is Purple Haze from Lily Posh. And I just put it on with a little bit of setting spray on the brush, and the girl ain't going nowhere. Alright, so now I'm going to go into Mommy's Boy, which is a deep rich gray, and put that in my inner corner. Not really highlighting it, I don't think. No, because it's a dark gray. But I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to put that brighter gray there, because I want the whole row on my body. I mean, you could stop right there, and that'd be perfect for, like, work, where it's not too much, you don't want to be all a blinding demon, or blinding, alien slut, as Teresa's dead says. But you know me, I want to shine like a diamond. And that silver did that. Oof. Okay. So I think I'll take just a little bit more of that gray that I was just telling y'all about. The royal gray. Mommy's boy. And I'll put that under my brow because I think, yeah, she'll be seen a lot better from that angle. Because she's so dark. Ooh-wee. I was wondering why I was looking kind of funny. I didn't have brows on. Y'all didn't tell me. But it's all good. I'll remember that. No, I won't. I don't have a very good memory. I'll forget and then laugh about it later. We can laugh about it in the comments. This is like a gray gold. Honestly. Let me swatch it for you because I want to see too. I took my glove off. See, it's like a gray. But she's kind of, I don't know. It looks kind of gray gold under the brow. Very, very, very cat-eyeish. I like that. Alright. Ooh, good to reach over with my bad hand. I'm going to put some brows and some mascara on, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. So there we go. I use my Ulta Beauty mascara just to keep it open and fresh. And my e.l.f. brow pencil, because, you know, I rock the e.l.f. brow pencil. I love that. I mean, you can't beat that for $2 with a stick to get brows in any color you want. Guarantee it. But yes, thank you so much, my busy bees, for stopping by and spending some time with me while I created this look. I am loving it. I will have to test this palette out again because this isn't the first look I've created with it, and I still said it then. When I said it now, I love it. I still love it. This is the Makeup Revolution Jack Skellington palette. Most likely you can get it now on sale, and that's the best way to get any kind of makeup is on sale. And you can't beat it. I can't remember how many shadows are in here. Let me just... 24, and I got it for $18. Not bad at all. And you can do so many looks because you can go side to side, or you can go up and down. You can go diagonal. This time I went straight up and down. And I'm actually really impressed with the formula because, you know, Revolution has their hits and their misses, and sometimes it's really just a miss. And I've used 3 of their palettes in one go, and I'm sorry, 2 of them had to go back to the stove. But that's about it, my busy bees. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. If you want to know what's on my lip, it is a LA Color lip plumping gloss, just to make sure, so I can, you know, fill all that in there. And yeah, and if you're new here, hi, I'm your girl Javina, and I love doing makeup tutorials. I love doing looks and unboxings and a little of this, a little of that, you know, hit with the WizBall bat. We're going to do some crafts in a minute because I got so much broken makeup from BoxyCharm that my dad had to send me a fixie kit, honey. Look, he was like, no joke, fix the stuff. I was like, okay, got you. So, yeah, we'll be doing that soon. Why not come on with me while we do some arts and crafts? I mean, I see it being all types of fun, you know, one way or another. And yeah, that's about it, my busy bees. I love you. Have a wonderful, fantastic evening. Bye-bye.